Oh my goodness, Kirk Ferentz, what just happened to you, buddy? Kirk Ferentz loves to talk about other teams when they're not on the schedule, and then when it's finally time to play USC, he doesn't say jack shit. Down 21-10 at half, it didn't matter. We pitched a shutout in the second half and shut his fake tough guy ass up for the rest of the damn season. All we heard all week is, oh, it's going to be raining. Iowa's going to bring that Big Ten football out west. USC can't hang with the Hawkeyes. They're going to run the ball for 300 yards. And we didn't shut down the Iowa run game, but we did enough to beat them. And especially in that second half, we just flat out dominated them. But I did get a little ahead of myself. What's up, guys? My name is Gabe, and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is the instant reaction to USC's 26-21 win over the Iowa Hawkeyes. And yeah, we saw two USC teams today. This was an identical game to the Wisconsin game from last year. We had first half USC and second half USC. So I'm in a good mood, so I'd rather talk about second half USC first. So in that second half offensively, and we'll get to the injuries in a minute because we may have just screwed ourselves against Oregon. We got absolutely decimated in this game. But in the second half offensively, Jayden Maiava, he just decided that he's going to trust our wideouts to make plays, Makai Lemon and Jacoby Lane specifically. He knew that this secondary for Iowa was extremely grabby, extremely aggressive, and he used that against him. He put the ball in a precise location time and time again, and Lemonade, as they usually do, make insane plays. On the day, Makai Lemon, 10 receptions for 153 yards and a score. Seems like every single week he has that stat line. Jacoby Lane, 7 for 65, and no one else on the day did anything worth a damn in the receiving game. It was those two against the entire Iowa secondary, and they prevailed. On the ground in the second half, we did enough, but with a few timely scrambles from Jayden Maiava, with the explosives in the pass game, and the always reliable leg of Ryan Sayeri, we did enough to get the job done. Now, this is one of the, and I've talked about this all year, in terms of the way the ball bounces, we're the luckiest team in the nation. We're the luckiest team I've ever seen. King Miller fumbles the ball. It bounces right to Makai Lemon. There's a no-call face mask that would have given Iowa a first down. And then the very next play, there's an insanely weird Karam interception that Jakeem Stewart gets. And then at the end, we're talking about they were a centimeter away from bringing that ball down on the sideline, that ball to Caden Weegan. So yeah, I don't know which one of you sacrificed a goat to the football gods, but thank you for doing it because they favored us today. But the real story of this second half was absolutely the defense. They played aggressive. They didn't wait for the game to come to them. They started attacking. And oh my goodness, did we have injuries. Again, we will talk about that at the end of this video. But wow, we were beat up in this one, especially at that safety spot. And I'm just going to say this now. Jakeem Stewart, I don't care what age he is, he needs to play almost every single snap. He's the best interior defensive lineman we have. I think Abasiri is close and he's right there. But those two guys need to get the lion's share of the reps. Marcellus Williams has taken firm control of that cornerback one spot. He's the best cover guy we have right now. And again, just like the offense, the defense did enough. We got timely stops. We got that fortunate turnover that Thanos made a really good play on. Now again, does this game do anything for me to think that we're going to beat Oregon or we're a legitimate playoff threat to like win a few playoff games? No. This is a very flawed football team, but we can play some Big Ten football. Don't get it twisted. But just the fact that loudmouth, fake, tough guy Kirk Ferentz just couldn't resist talking about us back in 2023, and then we hold his shit offense to only 21 points, blank him in the second half. He didn't respect our defense at all going into this game. They were doing trick plays. They were throwing the ball around. No respect whatsoever. And the fact that we were even in this game, or the fact that we won this game, just speaks to how pathetic that Iowa team really is. Because, oh my God, were we horrible in that first half. We couldn't do a damn thing. It was just no fire, no intensity, getting blasted off the ball. I mean, Devin Tompkins was like 6-7 yards downfield multiple times, just getting pushed. It was brutal. We couldn't run the ball. We had a few drops. Defensively, the secondary was lost. I mean, it was just a train wreck of a half. It really was. Like, I don't know what Lincoln did during the week or before the game, but whatever it was, it did not work. This team was not prepared to play this game, and we won this game because we're the far more talented team. You see it when you watch Iowa play. They had about, I think, 3 or 4 times they had a receiver wide ass open, and Mark Gronowski just couldn't get the ball there. He bounced it or overthrew the guy. Like, they just weren't good enough. They weren't talented enough. And we hung around just long enough to slowly ease our way back into it and take control. And when we took control, and we got the lead, that changed everything. As it does with the vast majority of these Big Ten teams. They're not built to come from behind. So when you reach out and you grab that lead, it makes their job infinitely harder. When we got Gronowski in those situations when he had to throw, it was very rare that he would actually succeed and beat us. So that is our winning formula. Obviously, get the lead. Hopefully you get it a little bit sooner than we did in this one. But yeah, we unfortunately have to talk about the injuries. This was just dreadful in terms of that. Hope all of our guys are going to be okay. We saw Keyshawn Silver go down in this one, although he did come back into the game. Wayman Jordan was actually doing a few warm-ups prior to the game starting. He was listed as questionable, so that does lead you to believe he will be available for the Oregon game. But we saw Kamari Ramsey leave this game in a lot of pain. They were calling it a knee injury. He had a big brace on his knee on the sideline. He left pretty early and he did not return. Just at first glance, it's hard to imagine him being ready for the Oregon game. I could be wrong, obviously. Bishop Fitzgerald left this game and did not return. On the broadcast, they said that he actually had to be carted off the field, so that's not good. Or carted to the tunnel, I should say. Elijah Page went down in this game and did not return. That one is obviously massive. So Elijah Page, Bishop Fitzgerald, and Kamari Ramsey, really, really bad on the injury front. Those are three brutal and massive losses, especially with Oregon likely having all their receivers come back next week. Think about the Illinois game when their entire secondary came back for our game. Seems like that could be happening again with DeCorian Moore and Gary Bryant Jr. So the secondary is going to need to be healthy. Like, they did a good job in this game, but Iowa literally can't throw the ball, and we actually gave up a lot more than I think we should have. So we're going to have to try and get as healthy as possible because that's looking like a rough matchup right now. But just going through the box score here, looking at what stands out, Jaden Mayava, 23 of 32 for 254 and a touchdown. As Jaden has been all year, he was really, really good. Again, not a Heisman-level performance, not a Heisman-level player as of right now, but he doesn't need to be. We have two elite weapons in Mekhi Lemon and Jacoby Lane when Jacoby's on. We have King Miller and a very good run game that's only going to get better when Waymo comes back. And with the added threat of the occasional run from Jaden Mayava, it's just a very balanced offense and he doesn't have to carry us. But yeah, overall in the day, damn good win. Bad weather conditions. It rained pretty much throughout the entirety of the game. If you were there, how was the atmosphere? How hard was it actually raining? Please do let me know down below. What we learned will be out Monday. And yeah, hey, Kirk Ferentz, go fuck yourself.